In the 1970s, Vera Rubin looked at how fast stars orbit the edges of spiral galaxies. According to every law of classical physics, the stars at the very edge should be slowing down. But they weren't. They were moving blisteringly fast. To keep the galaxies from flying apart, physicists invented a ghost, dark matter, an invisible, untouchable particle. We've spent decades building billion-dollar detectors to find it. We've found nothing. But there's another mystery, much closer to home. In 1990, the Galileo spacecraft executed a gravity assist around Earth. When NASA engineers checked the Doppler tracking data, the spacecraft was moving 3.9 millimeters per second faster than it should have been. This became known as the Flyby Anomaly. To fix it, engineers created an empirical fudge factor, a mathematical constant that perfectly predicts the boost, but has absolutely no basis in standard physics. What if I told you that the ghost holding our galaxies together and the glitch accelerating our spacecraft are the exact same phenomenon? Welcome to the all-light approach. Imagine that matter is not a solid billiard ball. Instead, matter is simply a localized structure of light, geometrically trapped in a continuous, circulating orbit. What keeps it trapped? Space is filled with the zero-point field, or the Casimir vacuum. This is an ambient, high-energy background light, containing roughly 10 to the power of 113 joules per cubic meter. When an entire galaxy of 100 billion stars rotates in unison, this light field dynamic scales up perfectly. The galaxy acts as a macroscopic light vortex. The inward vacuum pressure perfectly balances the centrifugal force. So how do we calculate the actual speed of a star in this galaxy? We have two independent kinetic dimensions. First, the standard radial Newtonian gravitational pull of the visible matter. Second, the transverse rotation of the zero-point field itself. Because these two fields act orthogonally, we use the Pythagorean theorem. The total observed velocity squared is the Newtonian velocity squared, plus the vortex velocity squared. When we take the visible mass and apply the exact inward pressure gradient of the ambient light, their orthogonal union perfectly reconstructs the exact flat rotation curves we observe in reality. No magic numbers. No dark matter particles. But the true test of a unified theory is solving mysteries across scales. Earth is an extraordinarily dense sphere of circulating light. As it rotates, it drags the ambient zero-point field along, creating a localized vacuum pressure vortex. When a spacecraft executes a flyby, it plunges through this rotating vacuum gradient. If we apply the exact same Pythagorean mathematical law, the anomalous velocity gain is exactly equal to the vacuum vortex velocity squared, divided by twice the Newtonian velocity. The anomalous momentum gain of our spacecraft, and the flat rotation curves of our galaxies, are scale-invariant manifestations of the exact same physical mechanism. The universe isn't filled with dark ghosts. It's filled with light. This is the end of the dark matter mystery.